So, yeah, so now I'm just painting down the street and I'm not paying any attention. Oy vey. Alright, so I need to put some texture on this road. That'll make me not bored of this. We got a third person in here. What's going on? Oh, no, they're gone. Lame.
Trojan Condoms presents The Screamers at the Pharmacy.
Trojan condom. Gosh, these ads. Yeah, it'd be, I mean, it's always better to have more people. I'm not face palming. Got nothing to face palm about with you. Doing good. I mean, I'd be a mighty big hypocrite if I face palmed at everyone that was trying to learn, didn't know. Everybody starts so. And you just don't have quite all the tools. Dude, I don't know. So there's a lot of different ways to do coloring. I mean, you can just literally use a brush and color it. Use a paint bucket tool. If you want to make it look a little dirty, I would use a different kind of brush. I would pick a brush that's a little bit better suited for so like if I pull up my, I don't know if it shows up on I don't know if it shows up on the screen or not, but you can change your brushes by right clicking, and it should bring up like your brush panel. Yours won't be as filled out as mine just because I have a bunch of different brushes. Some of them are things I've made or picked up along the way, but you can pick a different brush that might be able to give you some texture. And then you should be able to go up to like your color selection and pick a different color. And there's different ways to color too when you're painting. At the top there's a little area that says mode, and then you can drop down that area and like pick different color modes. So like I'll show you. I'll just pick a red swatch. So this is red. In normal, it just kind of all bleeds together, right? At 100% opacity. If I switch it to multiply, maybe red's not the best choice to show you. Wait a minute, no, that should still... Why is that not working? Brush locked or something? Ooh. What's going on? Let's try this again. Something's not going right here. So like if I wanted to color something real fast, pick a color I know. Oh. Alright, there we go. I don't know why it wasn't working a minute ago. But, okay, so I had quick and dirty. House cube. I wanted to color it. I could just do it like if I use multiply, I can sit there and like paint in my shadows, and it'll always keep adding it until it turns to black. And the opposite of that is screen. Oops. And that'll keep subtracting it until it turns white. So what you do is you change the opacity down to like 60% or something like that, and that allows you to get some subtlety. So if I paint normally, on this side, I could go to screen and give it a highlight. I could go to color dodge, which this will go to absolute white. You just keep going long enough. depending upon the value, but if you play with like the different modes. And now I'm going to switch up my brush. I'm going to use like a soft round. I could just paint like edges and make it look weathered or dirty, giving it some noise and texture. And then if I go back with normal at that same lowered opacity, it starts to get muddy in there. I could probably make a couple of passes. Maybe if I wanted to make like barn slats, do that, and I could keep going back and forth with like different hard and soft round brushes at different opacity and in different modes. Eventually I'll get texture. It'll start to look dirty. And have dimension. I do thin stripes and they look like little highlights in the wood. And then let's say that I think red is terrible. I'm like, oh, I don't want red. I go up here to color. And then I'm going to start experimenting a little bit with like different colors to start putting on there. Like brown. Oh, look at that. Now it's a wooden box. And I can use the selection tool. Bam. And then I got the start of a wooden box right there. So I'm going to go back to multiply, and I'm going to pick up this brown color right here. And the eyedropper tool. Go back and start it all over again. Drop the opacity down to like 32%, so it's rich. Use a soft round. Green. Keep making passes until it looks like wood or whatever. But you can do that with almost any texture if you're just imaginative enough. Using the different brush modes, which I totally recommend you experiment with. And these are all simple like strokes. Yeah, it's way faster because I have a tablet, but I could have done this with the mouse. And then if I was a little more careful with the way that I set up my initial box shape, you know, I could have had something that was